LaMelo Ball will enter the 2020 NBA Draft as one of the most popular prospects in NBA history. Given all the hype surrounding him and his family, Melo is already up there with the likes of LeBron James, Zion Williamson, Patrick Ewing, and other highly anticipated amateurs when it comes to popularity. One of the main reasons the Ball family have been in the spotlight for so long is thanks to the outspoken, loudmouth father, LaVar Ball. He's managed to remain in national conversations due to his exaggerated takes in sports talk shows and his egregious behavior in front of cameras. But he doesn't only show that type of emotion on TV, as there's been multiple instances where LaVar has gone off on his youngest son, LaMelo. Today, we will take a look at some moments in which LaMelo Ball pissed off his father, LaVar. But before we do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Terrible shot selection. One of the most polarizing aspects of LaMelo Ball's game is his at times questionable shot selection. We say at times because even though LaMelo doesn't often take the most efficient shots in basketball, it's that crazy shot selection that has helped make him and his family so famous. Many people forget that Melo was the first brother in the Ball family to actually make national headlines. That was a couple of years back when he still played high school basketball for Chino Hills, when in the middle of a game, LaMelo called and then made a ridiculous half-court shot that went viral online. However, he certainly didn't go viral in one of his worst JBA games after putting up a horrific stat line with terrible shooting splits. You messed up, boy. Come here. You missed 23 shots, kid. You're not even trying. You're just throwing the ball up. If you're shooting from 35 feet out there, they ain't going in at all. 23 shots and you're taking bad shots, and 8 turnovers. You're turning the ball over way too many times. You're not going to win. You're fouling out every game, so you threw a dumpster. LaMelo has come out since and defended his shot selection, saying, "In practice I make these and they know I practice this shot, so it's not like I'm not practicing shooting them. That would be a different story." Still, shooting 5 to 10 feet behind the NBA three-point line will never be too much of an effective shot, regardless of how much you practice them. BBB stands for LaVar Ball's Big Baller brand has gone through many ups and downs since its creation in 2016. The BBB has gone through drama, partnership splits, fraud accusations, and even Lonzo Ball, its original marquee signature NBA player, cutting ties with the company. We're not sure how LaVar felt when his oldest son left the company, but we sure know how he felt after LaMelo gave BBB its own meaning. In an episode of Ball in the Family, the Ball family's own series, you can see former BBB associate Alan Foster hanging out with LaVar and LaMelo and said Triple Bs go for bling bling bling. LaVar had a laugh after hearing what Foster had to say, and so did LaMelo, who said, "Bling bling bling big booty." LaVar's smile immediately turned into an angry face. "See? What did I tell you about it? That ain't got nothing to do with this. Give me a second. Come here," said the Ball father before pulling his son aside. "What have I told you about booty? You gotta be smart. You gotta watch what you're saying, wild boy, or do you want to sit on the sidelines? You set me up for failure." Melo clearly wasn't happy about him getting embarrassed in the middle of the series taping, but apparently cussing was something LaVar discussed with him as a big no-no in front of the cameras. And while what Melo said wasn't exactly cussing, him changing the acronym of his family's brand, meaning to a different, not-so-fitting name and camera, isn't really a good look. Video games night. When you're under national spotlight and are training to one day reach the NBA, you have to be very smart when managing your training, your diet, and especially your rest. One particular night before an important game, LaMelo stayed up late playing video games and woke up the next morning feeling exhausted. "Melo, let's go!" screamed LaVar as his son was lying on the hardwood before the game. "Don't start off slow, let's go!" LaMelo bricked shot after shot and was very lazy on defense. That's when his father realized what was going on. "Don't sit there and play video games all night, then you have a slow start in the game." His team was terribly blown out. After the game, LaVar made sure everyone knew the reason they lost. "I knew you weren't going to win, because the leader's looking like crap. Let me sleep. I'll tell you what, Melo, you can sleep the rest of the tournament if you want, son. You ain't got to play. Here, hold the ball because you ain't used to it, and until you learn to be like your brother and play both ends, you'll be sorry as hell. It's okay for any teenager to have fun and play video games with their friends, but Melo knows his responsibility is bigger than any other common basketball high schooler. The pressure on him to deliver is also immense, so he definitely should know better than that. Who do you think you are? When cameras follow you pretty much everywhere you go and you become a star at the age of 15, it's hard to keep your ego in check and your feet on the ground. Thankfully for LaMelo, his father has always been there to make sure he never loses his way. He almost did after one of his JBA games in which he drew a technical foul for not having his shirt tucked in after the referee requested it multiple times, and then fouled out after an offensive foul out of frustration. No one likes to play with his jersey out, and he hates tucking it on, so that's something he has to get over with, said his father. After the game, LaVar pulled Melo to the side during a family dinner to discuss the game. "We're getting a silly technical because you didn't have your shirt tucked in. Be smart about what you're doing. Throwing your hand out like that, that's an offensive foul. So stop trying to be like you're the ultimate guy and play the game the right way." That piece of advice will certainly be helpful moving forward in the young Melo's career. Fist fight. After the end of the first and only JBA season, LaVar Ball created an all-league team with the best players from all teams, including his son LaMelo, and took them to Europe on an exhibition tour. During one of their stops in Lithuania, a player from the opposite team tapped LaMelo slightly on the back of his head. The youngest Ball brother didn't take this lightly and answered back with a slap right across the face of his opponent, and both started fighting. LaMelo was immediately ejected from the game. Needless to say, LaVar was furious and threw a rant in the locker room after the game. "You selfish idiot! If you get tapped on the head, I told you we cannot respond like that. You of all people. You let me down. You messed up my brand. You messed up my game. We don't win. Son, I told you you're getting on my bad last nerve because you're doing the wrong crap over and over and over. You don't care about nobody on the team. You don't care about winning. You care about yourself. I don't blame this loss right here. I don't blame it on none of y'all. I blame it on that raggedy loser right there." At the end of the day, LaVar is fueled by passion and desire to make his boy a winner. Whether some of LaMelo's actions deserve to make him angry is up for you to decide. But it's certain that these small roadblocks have helped LaMelo be more ready for the NBA today. Do you think LaMelo will be the best basketball player out of the Ball family? How much do you think LaVar's anger helped push LaMelo to the next level on the court? Tell us what you think in the comments down below. And once again, make sure to leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching another Swish Central video, and join us next time for more NBA basketball content.